There are many different types of fossils, and this little assignment here is going to help you become a mini expert in the two kind of new ones and then let you learn about two that you are interested in. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to create a Frayer for 4 different types of fossils. And this is my style Frayer, so it's not a true Frayer, okay, but it is how I have things organized. This is a great way to organize your information. And so, just so you know, here's a list of the fossils. You have to do index fossils and trace fossils. You have to pick one from this list, and that's what I would pick. And you have to pick one from this list. I know which one I would pick. Again, I would probably pick the petrified fossil. Up to you which ones you choose for those ones. But everybody needs to do index fossils and trace fossils. Those are the two highly North Carolina words. What you're going to do is you are going, and I'm going to show you how I would make this thing in a second. If you know how to do it on your own, you're welcome to. You can either use a computer program to make these 4, or you can do paper and colored pencils and take a picture of it and submit it to me. But you're going to make 4 separate Frayers. So you are going to put the name of it in the middle. So you're going to write index fossil in here, or you're going to write something else in there. And then for each one, you need to work through the information that's in the quadrants. In the top quadrant here, you're going to give me the definition. And you're going to tell me how that type of fossil was formed. Make sure you always put it in your words. Over here, where are some of these types of fossils found? Okay. Why are these types of fossils important? What do we learn from them? You're going to put a picture in this section, and you're going to give me the one word that helps you remember what it is. And I'm going to show you how I would do this on the computer in a second. And then this one, this is the one where I really like. You're going to give me 3 interesting facts about that type of fossil. For instance, amber fossil, one of the stars of Jurassic Park movie. And you're going to submit all these at once. Notice the points. Each part is worth 20, so you're going to do 4 of them. So this is out of 80 points. And if you do this section and then don't do these sections, it's going to be 5 points for each one of the 4 quadrants. If you want to do it on paper, all you need to do is draw this out on a piece of paper, and there's actually a way to do a foldable for this if you already know how to do it. And use colored pencils, and your picture will be a drawing, and everything else will be the same. If you want to do it, and you can stop listening now if you're going to do yours on paper. If you want to do it, what I would call the easy way, you're going to use some sort of computer program, and I'm going to show you how I would do that right now. If I was doing this, I would do this using the Google Drawings. Okay, so if you go into your drive and you choose New, and you go below and choose More, and you choose Google Drawings, it's going to open up a new drawing for you. And you're going to have to submit all 4 of these, or I would actually put it onto a Google Doc, but you would change your permissions the same way. Give it a title, mold fossil, or whatever the fossil is. And change your permissions, and you would submit all 4 of them separately, because I don't think you can make multiple pages of this, but you might be able to. I just haven't figured that out yet. And then I would go and I would take a snip of this blank version here so that I can put my information in there. So I would use my snipping tool. I would choose a new, and I'm going to try this. Move this out of the way here. And you're going to copy the entire Frayer outline. It's going to be a little small, but that doesn't really matter what the words are. The information is what matters. And I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to go up to Edit, Copy, and go to my drawing. And if I think this will work if I hit Edit, Paste. If it doesn't, I have another option. There it is. I can make it bigger. Okay, so now it's the full size of the page, which works for me. And then I can do several things in this case. So let's say I'm going to do mold fossil. Okay, so if I want to write the word mold fossil in there, I choose the text box. And I just click. It's going to be a big one. It always is. And I'm going to write mold fossil in that section. And then I'm going to resize the box. And I probably don't even need to do this step, but I know that that's how I would do it. If you want to make it bigger or smaller, you can. The words will get bigger and smaller if you highlight this and go up and change the size of the font. You don't need to. It doesn't have to be beautiful as long as it has the information. So there's my word mold fossil in there. And then I'm going to jump right to a picture. So I know that I want to do a mold fossil. So if I go up here to Insert an Image, and I can go and choose where I want to get them from. If I already have one, I can use it. If I don't, I want to search the web. I can search the web for mold fossil, and I don't know what will show up. We'll see what happens here. Mold fossil, and then I'm going to pick one of these. There's a trilobite. I like that one. There's an ammonite. I like that one too. I'm going to do this trilobite because it is a highly tested one. And if I double click on it, it'll eventually show up over here. It'll be gigantic. I don't want it gigantic, so I just resize it down to the size that'll fit onto my drawing. Okay, so here's my drawing, okay, and my picture. And anything else that I need to add, I just go and add a text box where I want to put it. My one word. I want to put my one word. I'm thinking Jello because of Jello mold, and I want to make that a big word so that it stands out. So I'm going to change the size of it and make it 30. Okay, and then I think if I just click off of it, it's going to still be in the right spot. So you don't have to resize it, but you can. Okay, and then if I was doing this assignment, I wouldn't want to turn them all in 4 different links, which to me would be a little bit over the top. And I can, by the way, I can use that text box thing for all these other spots here. I can actually put pictures in there to make it better. Okay, if I was to turn this in, I would make a new Google Doc, and I would name it Fossil Project. I would change the permission. I would go turn it in before I started. And once this was over, I would use my snipping tool again. I'd choose a new one. And I would take a snip of my finished one. And there it is. Let me pull this down so you can see it. Edit, copy. And in my new Google Doc, I'm going to put it in there. Edit, paste. And then I could have all of them in one submission. So great little assignment. Make sure you focus when you guys are doing index fossils and trace fossils. Like I said, those are 2 highly tested sections. Enjoy this little project.